Happy New Year and welcome to 2021. I'm Jeannie King with Tug True You Group, where we say, is your heart tugging you to a deeper spiritual experience? And that's what we are providing for you every day. Sunday services and some music and some meditations, and also daily little bite-sized 2 minutes that can change your life. So let's think back on 2020 and don't go crazy on me, because although there were a lot of challenges and a lot of people have hit the wall, a lot of us have overcome and decided that nothing's going to stop us from doing what we want. And that's how we created Tug. Everything had closed down for me, all of my speaking engagements, all of my personal experiences, all of my opportunity to interact with other people. And I let myself dream a little bit, and I went, you know what? I don't have to go anywhere. People are getting used to seeing things on the internet, and I will create something that we can take this message to everybody in every part of the world on their time zone, whenever they want to see it. And this is how we built True You Group. So thanks for being here. My message today is one of hope, and one of inspiration, and one of some great reminders. And I'm calling it Last Holiday because we just went through New Year's Eve, which was the last holiday of 2020. And people went, oh my God, I'm so glad. But you know what? There's always some good stuff involved. And there is a movie that was in 2006 with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J, and it was called Last Holiday. Now, I am really not a movie person. I am more of a book person, but I have seen this particular movie several times, and I often laugh because Queen Latifah and Edgar Cayce and I all share the same birthday, and so I jokingly tell my friends that I must be their love child because we were all born on March 18th. But in this movie, she plays this woman who's named Georgia Burke, and Georgia works at Kragen's department store in the cookware department, and she's cooking and selling, giving out samples of food, and she's selling the cookware. She's secretly in love with this guy who works there. His name's Sean. And, but she lives a life of quiet desperation. She's using coupons, she's riding the bus. She doesn't even dare take her old beat up car out because she doesn't want to spend the gas money. And she's cooking these fabulous meals like for her nephew and for other people. But she's following along with this famous chef on TV, but she then makes herself these little, Weight Watchers meals or lean cuisine because she's always watching her weight. Anyhow, fast forward. She is flirting with Sean and accidentally hits her head on a kitchen cabinet, knocks herself out. They take her down to the doctor at the store, and he does a CAT scan and says, oh my gosh, you're dying. You have Lampington's disease. You've only got 2 or 3 weeks to live. And she's like, what? Because she keeps this book. It's kind of like a vision board, but she calls it a book of possibilities. And she cuts out things, and it includes travel and meeting this wonderful chef and doing all of the things that she wanted to do in the first place. And so when she finds out that she is going to die, she gets mad. She gets mad at God. She goes to her church. She goes, why me, Lord? What have I ever done? And she's in the depths of her despair. She doesn't know what to do. And it's like, now what? My life is over. And then she gets mad. And I got to tell you, people, anger is very powerful. Anger is not inert. Anger can catapult you to the next level. So she gets mad and she goes, you know what? I'm not going out without a bang. I am going to make the very most of the time that I have left. So she gets on she cashes in all of her little bonds that her mother had given her when she died. She takes her little bits of savings. She decides to live large. She books a trip to the Czech Republic, to this beautiful historic hotel. She goes first class. She arrives there, and everything is snowed in. She's like, I can't wait for the snow to melt. She gets a helicopter, she copters in. Anyhow, she makes a big splash. And instead of wallowing around in her misery and waiting to die and, oh my God, poor me, and now I'm never going to have anything, she's like, oh, to hell with that. I'm going to live. She books a presidential suite because why not? She goes and shops for all these beautiful boutique designer clothes. She says, make me continental. And she sweeps into this hotel. She orders the finest foods. She charms the chef that she wanted to meet. She goes to the roulette table because it's fearless. And she's just like having fun. And because she's having fun, she is magnetically drawing people to her. And she is living large, and she wins big and everything. And it reminds me of the statement that Marianne Williamson made that says, our biggest fear is not about our own inadequacies and abilities. Our biggest fear is our own light and that we are powerful beyond measure. We're scared by that until all of a sudden we're not scared by that. And what does it take? So I'm not going to tell you the whole movie. If you haven't seen it, I want you to go rent this movie. I want you to enjoy it, share it with others. And if you have seen it, go back and watch it again because it is so powerful. But what is so amazing about this storyline is that when she gives up all of her fears, life unfolds for her. She goes snowboarding. She goes base jumping off this dam, and her boss from this awful department store happens to be there, and he doesn't really even recognize her. He keeps thinking, what? Because her personality has changed. She's so beautiful and big energy, and he's scared to base jump. So he pees his pants and he threatens her with lawsuits. He said, I will have you in court for 2 years. Well, she thinks she's going to die in 2 or 3 weeks. And she goes, fine by me, baby. Come on, go ahead. And he can't even understand this. So what I want to do is I want to bring in some music by Cindy Jordan that talks about never giving up. Because here's the key. With her, she had all of these dreams and possibilities. And instead of giving up when she was hit with the worst news possible that she's going to die with these dreams unexperienced, she said, oh no, I'm not. So let's bring in this great music that Cindy has done. I love the children's voices too. It's just so pure. Thank you.
Never give up, never give up when it all looks hopeless. Never give up, ask Jesus for the strength you need, and remember, never give up. Last Saturday I tried to swim and I kept on sinking down, but I moved my arms and I kicked my feet. Now I can swim all around, yes I can swim all around. Never give up when it all looks hopeless. Never give up, ask Jesus for the strength you need, and remember, never give up. I got a D in history, but it's not like that today. 'Cause I did my homework and I studied hard, and I changed my D to an A, Yes, I changed my D to an A. Never give up when it all looks hopeless. Never give up, ask Jesus for the strength you need, and remember, never give up. Put my fishing pole in the lake all day, and I didn't get a bite. But I went back the very next day, and we had fish for dinner that night. Yes, we had fish that night. Never give up when it all looks hopeless. Never give up, ask Jesus for the strength you need, and remember, never give up. Never
Wasn't that fun? You know, I'm reminded of Yoda telling Master Luke in Star Wars, and he's trying to teach him how to lift this spaceship or this ship with his mind out of this swamp. And he's giving him all these instructions, and he said, can you do this, Master Luke? And he said, well, I'll try, Yoda. And he went, try? Try? There is no try. There is only do or do not do. So when you think about this, even in the song, it talks about trying harder, but actually it talks about doing the things that brings you what you say you want. I am so convinced that we are magnetically drawing to us our outcomes. So we're on the precipice of a brand new year. And what is it that you have wanted to do all of these years? Maybe you hate your dead-end job and you'd like to do something else, and you become a photographer or go study nature habitats or get a role on a movie or take dancing lessons or whatever it is you want to do. Don't try to do it. Don't just say, I wish, I hope, I wonder. Can I do it? You can do it, but you have to be committed. Goethe said this, until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. So what stops us? Our fears stop us. I've talked to so many people as a coach who want to have a relationship or a partner, and they've had bad experiences in the past, and they are so afraid to move forward. And so I said, well, what's your biggest fear? Well, my biggest fear is that it won't work out, and then I'll end up alone. I was like, you're already alone. Am I missing something here? Don't let your fears stop you. But what you must do is to get clear. Just like Georgia Burke, she had a whole book, the Book of Possibilities. She didn't know if it was absolutely going to happen, but she gave herself permission to dream. What are your specific wants and needs and possibilities that you keep putting off and waiting until something happens? Are you going to wait until you get a death sentence and then throw yourself into despair and go, oh my God, all is lost? No. You need to remember who you are. The Gospel of Thomas tells us, when you know yourselves, then you will be known and you will realize that you are the children of the living Father. But if you do not come to know yourselves, then you exist in poverty, and you are poverty. I want you to think about that. Our whole lives become that poverty mentality. I can't have it. There's not enough. Other people can do it. I have to do this, and so on and so forth. But that is not the truth. That is just what you are clinging to. So I urge you to make this year a big year of the last holiday type of feeling. Like, I am going to have what I want. If it hair lips the governor, as we say here in Texas, I'm going to have this. I'm going to live large. I am not going to let fear stop me. When you get clear on what it is that you want, when you decide deeply and you move fearlessly in the direction of your dreams, then the universe takes notice and matches you step for step. Just like Georgia Burke did when she went to this big hotel. Anyhow, and wrapping it fast forward, all of her dreams came true. Everything worked out, of course. But what she did then is she changed her book of possibility. and called it the Book of Realities. The Book of Realities. You know, God loves you unconditionally. God wants the very best. If we are made in the image of the living God, the living Father, who wants the best for us, don't you think that when we decide to align ourselves with that and become our very best and to get over our fears, to love ourselves enough to let ourselves live the way we want to live, don't you think that God says yes? And that's the truth. God always says yes. We're the ones who change our minds. I want this, I love this, and this is what I desire. And then we follow it up with but, which I say always stands for behold the underlying truth. But I probably can't have it, but other people can have it, and but I've never been able to do it till now, but I've got bills to pay, but. You know what? Get off your butts. Live large. Make your dreams and your possibilities into realities. I know you can do this. Our dream here at TUG this year is to become a global influence all over the world, that we are bringing light and inspiration and joy and confidence and encouragement to people in every part of this world. And as we do this, as we send this out, we are finding that the light ramps up for all of us. I ask you to share TUG.TrueYouGroup.com with others. Take these little messages on Sunday. Take the messages every day on our YouTube channel. I also post them on Facebook. Share them with others. Honestly, you don't know who's going through what. You don't know if someone has received a bad news, and they just need a little bit of encouragement and to be reminded of who they are. And as you share that, you will find your own confidence grows. I love you. I bless you. I can't wait to see what happens this year with all of us. Thank you for joining us with TUG True You Group. Make it a great day and a great year. And please send me your results. Email us at trueyougroup@gmail.com. I want to hear what's going on with you. Thanks so much. Make it a great, great, great year.